I think I see some babies. They're either babies or buds. When I first got this Opuntia Burbank, I had a vision for it to grow into this beautiful sculptural cactus artwork. So from day one, I was like, you're gonna give me babies. I did throw fertilizer on it a couple of weeks ago in the hopes that it would, you know, just get it going. And now I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a fifth one there? Yeah, I don't know. At least 4 potential things growing on this cactus pad. And then over here, we've got 1. And maybe this one here. Oh, I don't know. That could be a false alarm. Anyway, this is what I've been doing every single day since the beginning of spring, just like watching it like a hawk. What a way to spend my time. Just gonna rip it out. Where's my spade? 2 ways. That's 4. 2 ways to tell that your cacti are coming out of their winter dormancy and waking up with the spring weather. The first is obvious. They're growing flower buds. That's it. That's that. We've got a lot more bloom buds happening in the garden this year, and I love blooming season. It is my favorite. The second way that you can tell that your cacti are waking up are with the growth of new spines at the top of the cactus. They'll be a different color to the existing spines, and they'll just look more fresh. So we're gonna have a look around the garden and see what's growing on. I've always wanted to say that. Okay, I mean, look at these rainbow cactus. They're ready. Just for fun, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is gonna go off and I am here for it. Is this a Pringlei? I've forgotten, but look at the black spines in there. She's growing. This one I think is a toothpick cactus. And again, just notice the different color in the new spines to the existing spines. Cute. Careful. Yeah, this one is gonna give us some blooms and I'm here for it. I've forgotten the name of this. I'm gonna have to ask Tim. He's usually better at names than I am. And of course, this Mexican fence post is gonna be living its best life soon. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. At least 18. And I think there's a few more developing like along here. This fence post, as far as I can see for now, has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. At least 29. At least. There's a few more that look like there could be blooms as well. What's going on? It's gonna look so good. I think this tuft of hair means it's growing. This is a woolly blue here. And of course, holy crap, this blue barrel is giving me life. How many blooms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 blooms. And the yellow looks so pretty against the blue. What the heck, nature? You did good. This Trichoceras gave us an awesome show last year, and it looks like we've got 3 buds forming here at the top. Morning. It's a new day, but we're still looking. What is this one here? A Thelocactus hexadrophorus. Little red spines in the middle there, and a little bit fuzzy too. Tim just got this one from Flower Power. I think it's either a Neochinella, I don't know. Yeah, that one. There is something that looks Copiopoa about this as well. I don't know, but if you have an inkling for what this is, just let me know. I can always just Google it. Ooh, Tephrocarctus. We've got a little bit of growth there. Is that a pup or a bloom? I mean, a bloom would be exciting, but a pup would be even better. Should play a game, pup or bloom. Oh, and yes, I did end up getting the paper daisies from Marketplace. We're gonna have to figure out where those go. This Ortegocactus McDouglii. You can see the little red spines there in the middle. There's a whole stack of rainbow cacti here as well. I think these are blooms. 1, 2, 3 at least, maybe 4, 5, maybe. This one has some very vibrant growth here in the center. And this one too. I'm excited. Look at this. I don't remember what happened to this cactus, but it looks like it rotted at the top. And now there's like a new growth coming out of that. See, freaking Jurassic Park was right. Life finds a way. I mean, sometimes it doesn't, but no idea what this is, but look at the black spines in the middle there. I think we might have another one of these like here. Are these the same? Tim's gonna tell me no. Euphorbia valida with little Euphorbia flowers in the center there, getting ready to bloom. Ugh. Actually, what is this? Mammillaria of some kind? But look at the center of each of these like little offsets. Growing. We'll keep having a look through the garden as we move through it, but for now, what I'd like to do is wake this up by putting it in a different spot. This is a Mangave tooth fairy. I don't have too many Mangaves because I don't love them that much. That doesn't mean anything. I mean, when I first started out with succulents, I didn't really like Aeoniums. And now I have heaps in my garden and I'm constantly ordering them via plant mail. I'll probably learn to love them at some point. But this tooth fairy, when it matures, is so beautiful, and it's supposed to have these like brilliant red spines. There's also a lot of spiderwebs on this. Hang on. I just brushed it off. It's supposed to be like a red-gray in color with these really bright spines that pop. But this one's just been stuck at this size pretty much since we've bought it. So I'm gonna set it free and I'm gonna pop it in the ground, well, in one of these beds here. And hopefully that'll wake it up because it'll have all the space to do what it wants. Oh dear, I think this friend's a little bit lost here. Come on. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. This is for your own good. Come on, onto this. Yes, there you go. Yeah, isn't that so much better for you? Now get back in that dirt. Can you do it? I didn't kill you, did I? Oh dear. So I am going to move this Euphorbia, this beautiful Euphorbia, to another part of the bed. We've also got Sedum here. I think this is Sedum Dragon, which is coming back after the winter. It looks so great. So I want to give that room to grow. I don't know why it's on a mound though. Very strange. Yeah. Whoops. Oh. So pretty. I like the flowers. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of little babies in the back here. I love that. Put you somewhere else. Can you see the sedum? I might take it out too and just try and reset it. Okay, come on. Don't have time for you. Yes, yes. There you go. Make your way back into the earth. It'll be good for you. Don't climb up on the cactus. This is another Euphorbia that I want to put in the ground somewhere in the garden bed. I don't know where yet though, so I'm just putting this pot in different spots and seeing what I like. Oops. Oops, oops. Can you see that? These are the roots. Oh gosh, that's the plant. These are the roots. Okay, I just have to show you this. These are the roots. I am gonna chop this back and give it another opportunity to grow new roots because the ones at the top here look very dry. They don't look healthy at all. So I am just gonna cut them back a little bit. Not all, it's not gonna be a cutting going into the ground, but I mean, it might as well, I don't know. I'm gonna remove these dead leaves at the bottom as well. Such a shame, it's a really beautiful plant. I've got high hopes for it. Anyway, hopefully it will bounce back. Oh my God, it's so tough. I mean, the roots are so freaking dry. Should I just treat it like a cutting? I'm gonna cut it back even more. Oh, these clippers are not getting through these roots. Oh my gosh, this is so tough. I am using wire cutters because my secateurs weren't cutting it. I mean, whatever, but I'm so glad this is happening during growing season. A better time than any to make a plant a cutting if you need to. I can probably go a little bit further, can't I? Okay, so that's the plant. Wow. I'm gonna have to cut back on the chrysophyllum too. Maybe I can just sit that here like this. It's not very deep in the soil, but I am sure that it will figure it out. Please do, you're such a pretty plant. And I'm gonna put this Sedum Dragon behind here. So this Sedum Dragon is going to grow taller faster than the Mangave Tooth Fairy is going to grow bigger. Does that make sense? And these two colors together, like, can't you just see it now? It's going to be like chef's kiss. I do have to say that I like my choices sometimes. But anyway, you know, we'll have to wait for this vision to like come to fruition. Wow, this is very glowy light. This here is our cactus named Pickle. It's a, I actually don't know what it is, and I'll put the name on the screen for you, but it's waking up too. Do you see these little tufts of hair? I think they're gonna be blooms.
Actually, I'm wrong. These hairs are old blooms. Also, that's not scale.
And we have kind of something growing. I don't know if you can see that. We kind of have something growing on the top there.
Correct.
I am keen to know what that is. I've just noticed this cactus here looking a little dry. Is it a Gymnocalycium? I can't remember. See how kind of like wrinkly it is? That could also be from dormancy. Cactus tend to kind of like shrink when they're dormant, but we are getting some bloom buds here, which is very exciting and oh so cute. What color are you going to be, huh? This Astrophytum here is also about to get a bloom. And this here. Look at this little fuzz. Isn't that sweet? I haven't seen this one bloom before, so I don't know what it's going to look like. Okay, paper daisy time. And I have a feeling this one is going to be a controversial opinion. Let me just see what that looks like. I mean, I like it. I really like it. I am gonna have to move all of these down a little bit further just to give that a little bit more room. I think it'll work out because there's lavender here, and I kind of, in this bed, needed like a couple of softer perennials just to, you know, balance things out a little bit. These flowers are actually really dry, so they're probably not gonna last that much longer. And also I've put these cuttings here. I can probably afford to cut them back a little bit further and set them in the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm imagining that these are going to cascade down these rocks here. I've seen nurseries do this before and it looks so good. It's like a waterfall of chalk sticks. Let's see if I can arrange everything to come down a little bit further. Maybe this can sit a little bit closer here to this part of the rock. It doesn't need to... Oh, I totally should be wearing gloves when handling this Euphorbia, but I'm not. Don't do as I do. Wow, you probably couldn't see any of what I just did, but I just moved this a little bit closer to the rock here, and this Euphorbia, I'm probably gonna just have it right a little bit further down here. And then I'm gonna move this rock down, move the agave down, so I can put the paper daisies in the back there. Ugh, I don't think this actually needs that much maneuvering. That's probably about it. And then this. Oh God, hang on, I can see an onion weed. Like, why? Little baby, I'm gonna leave those there. Gosh, I love the sounds of suburbia. Oh gosh, whoops, oops, oops, oops. Put that, ow, there. This agave dragon toes should be a lot bluer than what it currently is, but I have hope for the new growth. So I can see 2 onion weeds right here. So I'm gonna pull those out before I plant there. 3 onion weeds, I can see 3 onion weeds. A never-ending fight against the onion weeds. I'm probably not even gonna pull the whole thing out because they're virtually impossible. Four onion weeds. I feel like I'm Count on Sesame Street. Ah! Got it. Okay, I like this. I really, really like this. I just kind of like how it's peeping through there. Looks so good. And maybe I can fill that gap in with something else, although I don't need to fill in every single little gap. I'm beginning to think that while I really like a cactus and succulent garden, I also really like perennial looking gardens, like cottage style gardens. And I don't want to just, you know, transplant your regular style English cottage garden right here because the plants aren't going to work the same. We've got different climates. So what I'd like to do as much as possible is mix natives that work well for our climate with succulents and cacti, which also work well for our climate. Okay, there's one more job to do, and that's just to put the Euphorbia somewhere. The Euphorbia that I took out to give space for the Mangave tooth fairy. Just don't know where it's gonna go. I think I'm just gonna put it here for now, even if it's just temporary, so it's got a place to, you know, sit in the soil. Oh, here's another one that's waking up. Ugh, this one. Can you see the new spines just coming out of all the center of the pups there? And I think we've got a bloom as well, which is very exciting. Oh, it's my favorite season. I swear I love spring for this reason. Will it even go here? There's not enough room. Do I have to move everything? I don't want to. I can just shove it a little bit closer to the Harmsii. Yes. I think I'm gonna have to move the Harmsii. Ooh, I don't want to move this. I just put it in the ground. Maybe I can just move these two. Yes. Is that gonna be enough room? No. No, it needs more room. Oh. Let's just get this in the ground first. No. I know I'm getting soil everywhere, all over the plants, but it'll wash off. Wow, who's having a fight? Oh, these birds are not okay. Actually, see it from this angle. That looks good. Maybe that can like come up a little bit. That's nice. That's nice. Ruby slippers cuttings. These are from another spot in the garden and they just weren't doing well, so I'm just gonna put them here and hopefully they're gonna bounce back. Oh, I forgot one. I can put this one. Yeah, I'll put this one up here. Yes. Yeah, looks great. Okay, gonna pack it in for the day and pick it up tomorrow because there's still a whole bunch of chores I need to do. When is there never a garden chore to do? See you tomorrow. Do you want to see what I've just discovered? Two things. The first, don't mind this onion weed, but this is Echinacea. I thought this died and now it's coming back. You can see like the old blooms. Let me just pull those out. I hadn't even noticed this there. I think some of this Chrysocephalum might have been covering it. Honestly, I thought it died back in March or April and I was preparing never to introduce Echinacea into my garden again. It kind of gives me a little bit of an insight into what you annual growers go through. An old plant popping back up is kind of like getting a visit from an old friend. Although I've forgotten what color the flowers are. And the second thing that I've just found is I totally forgot that I put this Ives crest right here. I mean, it's not getting any sun in this spot right now, so what I'm gonna do, oh gosh, can I just take this out? Yes, I can. Woo! I'm gonna put this somewhere else. The question is where? I think I'm gonna put it here. Now, normally I wouldn't put plants that are of similar color together. This is an Echeveria bee's knees, but this Ives, I know that with more time in the sun, it's gonna turn like a pinky kind of mauve color. So that'll be enough contrast for me eventually, and I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this here. Ooh. I want to move it a little bit more this way. Oh, this isn't staying. That'll do for now. By the way, this is from an agave tearing out a chunk of my hand. Wear gloves, people. Do as I say, not as I do. I also want to put this in the ground. This was labeled as a Sedum Gold. I've never heard of it before in my life. It's not a Sedum Golden Goddess. It's not a Sedum Goddess. It's a Sedum Gold. It looks a little bit Pat's Pink, if you know what that is. Sedum Gold. Let's have it spilling. Yeah, that looks good. I might just want to dig this out a little bit more so it can hug a little bit closer to the rock. What the heck? That's good. If you're all wondering why I don't top dress, it's because I keep adding things to the garden beds. I love top dressing. We use it all the time in pots, but it's just so hard to commit to when I'm constantly evolving these beds. Anyway, I need this to focus. This Bougainvillea red flame is also coming back to life. You can see the bracts are starting to pop up again. Focus. Wow, there we go. When this boogie is in full bloom, it just makes me want to weep. Actually, I wonder if I can straighten this up. It's looking very depleted from the winter and also my neglect, but I am sure it's going to bounce back with the warmer weather. If you're looking for a cactus that blooms profusely, this one, Parodia Lenninghausii, is the amount of flowers that this gives, and it keeps giving all throughout the year. Maybe not so much winter, but coming out of winter and going into spring, look at how many buds are on each of these cactus things. When it's in full bloom, I'll put a picture up from my Instagram, but when it's in full bloom, it is like a burst of happiness. The flowers are like yellow. They look like fascinators. That's it. They're like little fascinators sitting on top of each cactus. Parodia Lenninghausii. It's gonna pop off. Before I go, I also just want to say a huge thank you for all the comments everyone left on the last video. Hearing from some of you how gardening has helped your own mental health, it was reassuring for me. Change is also just it's a thing to navigate through. And so your kind and encouraging words, it really means a lot. So thank you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.